Hi, my name is AJ Hamil, and I'm with the author of Breaking Cycles, Reclaiming Power After Pain. Welcome, Tamara Hamil. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, great, great. Can't complain.
Awesome.
Just to get some background information about your book, what was it that inspired you to, create and write it?
What inspired me to write the book is something that started from the moment I basically understood that generational curses and generational trauma was not something that I wanted to continue in an adult life. And so for me, the title of the book, Breaking Cycle, was Together Before My Kids Were Even Born. Reclaiming power after pain is the journey, and every pain that I've been through from my childhood and even adult life, it's a journey in itself of things that I wanted to overcome and need to overcome and understood. So that was the inspiration behind the book, and then also I want to give those that don't have a voice, have not found their voice, a voice of how to heal through transformative process and the journey in itself.
That's awesome. What did you discover about yourself during this, writing process of you, writing the book and everything?
That's a good question. What did I discover about myself was I did not realize how strong I am. And at the same time, in those moments of not knowing how strong you are until you're given cards to dealt with, is consistency. I think that was one of the most important things that I had to train my mental on and realize is how consistent you have to be during your journey of healing.
Yeah, absolutely. Just for the people that may not, know who you are, but, want to have some more detail about the book, in a short summary, how would you describe the book in your own words?
How I would describe Breaking Cycle, it is a powerful, transparent, and informative journey towards healing. It opened up my eyes and it will open up the reader's eyes of how generational trauma could really hold you in captive and bondage if you don't take the time to go through that journey of healing, being resilient, and honestly finding your voice. And that's what this book is going to give my readers is understanding that you are powerful beyond your own measurement and means, and you can understand and know that you belong and you are enough. And that's what I want people to take away, but also tap into what their true power is.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. When those readers are done reading your book, what is something you want them to take away or a lesson you want them to gain after finishing it?
The lesson I want them to take away and gain from it is understand in life we're all going to be given a lot of different cards. You're building your own testimony. There's trials that you're going to go through. But during your journey, you're not meant to stay broken. And I want my readers to walk away knowing that despite your situation, you do not have to stay broken.
Yeah,
And so I want you to walk away not just being successful, but a renewed person.
absolutely. That's awesome you're doing that for folks.
Thank you.
If you could describe the book in, 3 words, what 3 words would you refer to as it?
The three words empowered is one, delivered, and healed.
Yeah. Why those three words?
Because I was empowered, not knowing how my own strength that was in me, I was empowered to write this book and to give a voice. I am fully delivered. No longer is anyone able to keep me in bondage. And I cannot continue to keep me in bondage. So I'm fully delivered and healed is what's helping me to roar.
That's awesome. Yeah, I congratulate you on that journey.
Thank you.
You know, as far as even some inspiration or influence goes, when you've been on this process of writing your book, who has been, one of the biggest supporters in this journey for you?
I cannot call on anyone that I could say has been my biggest supporters because I do have a village around me. And I have a very supportive village, and I could always tap into my village. But if I had to say who was the most important, I would say my creator. Because, and the reason I say that, not to disregard my village in any way, shape, or form, or be remissive to them, and it's really not, is the fact that during this journey in itself, there was a lot of triggers. I didn't really realize how triggers work and that triggers were real. It is a real thing. And I was triggered a lot because as you're writing and going through this process, things are coming up that you wish you never had to relive. And I had to have relived a lot of moments. And so in reliving those, I never wanted to burden my village or anyone around me with the things that I was going through. And the only person I felt that could keep me secure and comfort me during that process was my creator. I'm a very spiritual person. I'm not a religious person. And so I tapped in to staying prayerful and making sure that I was putting myself in the position each and every day to make sure that my peace and my mental was always intact. So I would say my creator.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, as far as the audience you want to reach out to, who do you feel like this book is mainly written for?
The book is not really written for one particular person because I strategically make sure that it's not written just for one audience or giving a voice to one set of audience in itself. I wanted to reach every soul that has ever been through any type of trauma and feel that they are broken, whether you are purple, green, black, white, pink, blue, whatever you are. I want this book to reach not just female because I am a female, but I also have a son and I have a daughter. And so I look at everything from both angles of the spectrum. I'm also married to a man, and so I wanted to also be able to reach everyone, all walks of life, regardless of your creed, culture, nationality. I wanted to be able to inspire everyone because everyone is going through something. I can't measure it to just one particular, audience. It's not a book that has a niche in itself, and I didn't want it to be that. I wanted to inspire more than anything else. And that's the message that I want to drive home and make sure that everyone hears.
Yeah, And for the audience that reads your book, what's that feeling that you want them to, leave with after they're finishing and getting done, getting through it?
I want them to be empowered. I want you to have a sense of feeling belong. I want them to have a sense of relief. I want them to have a desire to say, yesterday's brokenness is not what my today need to look like. I want them to be able to tap in and understand that you are worthy, you are enough, you are a force, and you have a purpose. You're created with a purpose, and find that purpose. We all have it, regardless of your walk at this present moment. You have a purpose. Tap into your purpose, find it, and execute.
Yeah, super uplifting.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, do you plan on writing more books after Breaking Cycles? And I know you had a prior book called Backbone, but do you plan on making more?
This is my second book. I'm not a writer. I wrote the book more so to give a voice and for people that are feeling stuck in their situation, regardless of what that situation is, to find their voice. I'm not a writer. I think if I do write another book, it will be a collaboration book. And I would love for it to be a collaboration book. But I think if I do that and go down that road, it would be a book on marriage, because that in itself is a journey and a lot of work. And everything I do it by experience. I don't read other books and look for motivation or a way a way for it to inspire me. I like to write from experience and give my voice to those that feel that, okay, what do I need to do? And what method is out there? We know that, for instance, parenting does not come with a manual. Marriage doesn't come with a manual. There's books written about marriages, but it doesn't come with a manual. Everything that you go through in life and experience is an experience
Yeah.
in itself. And so if I do follow up with a book, it would be about marriage, because that in itself is a process and a journey and an experience. And I would write a book from that, but it would be a collaboration effort.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You know, just so we know where to, purchase Breaking Cycles and everything, where can we find your book so we can connect with you online and so the readers can find a way to purchase it?
I do have, thank you for that question. I do have different outlets. I am self-published, so the book is on Lulu Publishing bookstores. It will be on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, all 12 major retailers once the global distribution process is completed and approved. But currently, it is on Lulu Publishing bookstore. You could also find me on Instagram, Tamara, T-A-M-A-R-A-M, Hamil, my last name, Hamil, on Instagram. I'm also on TikTok as well. You could find me on TikTok, Tamara Hamil, on TikTok as well. So those are my social media sites. I'm also on LinkedIn as well. You just Googled my name or look up my name, Tamara Hamil, and you'll be able to find me. But as far as purchasing the book, I do have my website, so you could go directly to my website, tamarahamil.com, and there's a link there that leads you directly to the publishing site as well. The book is mailed to you directly from the publishing site.
Yeah. Thank you for all the information. It was great talking to you, and I'm excited for your book launch. I know it's going to be an absolute hit. Thank you, Tamara.
I appreciate you. Thank you for having me. Thank you.